NERDSoul.
Hey, yo, NERDSoul family. Usually you see me on NSG, and I'm bringing you this video to let y'all know or be aware or whatever the case may be. I'm not really sure how this is going to go or how this is going to come across, but I just want the NSG and the NERDSoul family and, the whole gang, our subscribers and whatnot. We lost a young rapper at 21, Juice World, and I didn't know the person. I didn't know the dude personally. I listened to his music, and I was just a fan of his music. I'm not gonna say I knew the dude personally. I didn't text him. I wasn't the people sending him emails or whatever the case may be. I never seen one of his live shows, but I just wanted to report this that whoever and whatever people are doing out there saying about how his death went or this, that, and the other, we got to cut it out, because at the end of the day, that's somebody's son, that's somebody's brother, that's somebody's nephew, that's somebody's uncle, all that stuff. And he was 21. And we're losing too many good artists out here. And I'm a fan of music, and I'm a fan of, individuality. And, I'm just freedom of speech, you know what I mean? And what I mean by that is we just lost X, we lost Nip, now we losing him. Like, the reason I loved X, and I wasn't a real big X fan, but the reason I was a fan of X, because everybody has their own reasons of why they were fans of X. I was a fan of X because he would remind me of Busta Rhymes. And, some people gonna be like, what do you mean by that? What I mean by that is, even though there was trends going on, there was lanes being set, and all this, that, and the other, he always stayed in his own lane. He always did his own thing. He always, put out his own message. He always did, his own thing. And that kind of puts Juice WRLD in the same category. Yeah, he was doing drugs and he was doing lean and all this, that, and other stuff. But you got to remember the cultures he in. He was 21. And how many of us at 21 wasn't doing, those drugs and being influenced by, fans and people in our circle and stuff like that? He's too young. So at the end of the day, just keep your comments private, man. Like, people is mourning, like his family is mourning, his friends is mourning, everything. People is mourning. So yeah, as the details come out of how and what and the whole situation, just kind of just be polite, be respectful of the man. He just lost his life. We just got X's album on Friday, and now this happens. I've been wondering and figuring out how I was going to do this video, but I think this is the most respect that I could do for the young man. And I'm almost 32, and when I was 25, I was doing drugs, and I was into drugs heavy and this, that, and the other, and I was in the hospital for a year, and they was telling me I wasn't going to make it. They said I wasn't going to make it to this Christmas or that Christmas or whatever, blase, blase, blah. But as time passed on, I'm almost 32. I made it out because I made a life-changing choice. And no, I wasn't in the predicament of him, of fame and stardom and this, that, and the other. And I might not have been as deep into the drugs and this, that, and the other as him. But still, being a year in the hospital because of bad choices and, doing stuff that I shouldn't have been doing, that makes you really reflect on life. And sometimes you need a solid circle out here to, keep you straight and narrow. Also, the reason I'm making this video is because I got a whole bunch of young dogs that, I look up to and admire and, see they struggling, they grind and this, that, and the other. And they look at me, seeing me, making my struggle and my grind as well. And the drugs it be getting in the way. Like, yeah, it's a temporary high, it's a temporary fix, or whatever the case may be. It might get you out your struggle or get you out your problems, but it don't fix. At the end of the day, that junk is a dangerous game to play. It's like playing Russian roulette with a loaded gun. So I'm like I said, I'm a fan of the music. And out of those three artists I named, I'm pretty sure there's more artists and more people that's passed away with drugs and deaths and all that stuff. But out of all three of the rappers that I named, Nipsey I listen to the most. I got him tatted on my leg. But all I just want to say is RIP to all the rappers that's passed away to gun violence, drug overdoses, whatever the case may be. We've lost a lot in the entertainment business and industry, and we just need to band together, come together. The YouTube community, all the communities just need to come together, and we just kind of just need to be aware to watch out for your fellow neighbor. So if you're like the sound guy or the whatever, if you got an opportunity or you have an outlet or you have a relationship with somebody that's in the business or up and coming in the business or whatever the case may be, just lend a hand, lend a word, and just kind of, help these young people out. And even these older folks, because these older folks is going through it too, because French Montana just had a health scare. Gucci Mane had a health scare. Like, there's a lot of rappers out here having health scares. Rick Ross had one a couple of months back. And all I'm saying is we just got to, if we love and enjoy our music, we also got to be responsible for the artists that are making this music for us. By meaning, if we can, ask them for a new album or when you going to drop this track or da-da-da-da-da, whatever the XYZ is, we should be able to lend a hand and be like, yo, kind of, take a step back. We'll all reach, like, if we all band together as a community, as listeners, as fans, we should be able to reach, out and, just prevent this from happening. But like I said, what am I, like 5-6 years removed from me being in the hospital and they said I wasn't going to make it? It's possible. It can happen. I ain't going to hold you too long, but like I said, RIP to Juice WRLD, to X, to, Nip, all them. Just God be with them. God keep them under your wing. Keep the families under prayer. Blessings to both, all three. Lord Jesus, just bless over everybody. Everybody keep prayed up. And just, be easy, be careful. Words hurt on the internet and social media. We should know that by now. But I ain't going to hold y'all too long. Thank you, NSG, for turning in. All the NERDSoul family, all the NERDSoul gaming, everybody. All my, followers, all the people that's tuning in to this episode. RIP Juice WRLD. And, we appreciate the music you have given us. And we appreciate the music that may come. Who knows? That's too far down the future to think about. But everybody, let's just as we move into the new year, let's do that. YouTube community, industry, filming industry, all that stuff. Like, everybody, just lend a hand, just lend a word of positivity, and try to keep our artists and our actors and whatever, the entertainment field. Just keep everybody safe by lending the word. Help everybody out. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's been real. RIP Juice WRLD. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a like and a comment. Subscribe, all that stuff. But thank you for listening, and also, taking a little bit deeper look into your man that brings that woo-ha flavor to you every week. Yeah, like I said, RIP. You will be missed. Your music will live on. And thanks for tuning in. Love y'all.